This is Financial Fitness Fridays with D.E. Wilder, and I am D.E. Wilder. Thank you for joining me. Welcome back, family, friends, and fraternal souls. You're with D.E. Wilder, and today we got a great session as we talk about financial issues and financial control and being in control of your finance. We're stepping into a conversation that is not just timely, but it's transformational. We are living in a world where uncertainty almost feels like the new normal. Prices rising, market shifts all the time, because that is the very essence of a market, is ups and downs, ebbs and flows. Layoffs show up unannounced. It can happen at any time to anyone. There's a phrase, anyone can get it. You never know. Going back to tomorrow's not promised. And somehow through it all, we are expected to keep moving, to keep creating, to keep surviving. Ultimately, we want to be thriving. But today, we're going to take this moment and we're going to reset. We're going to pause for a moment and just reset and try to think about finance in a different way and not let it overwhelm you, not let it create fear, not let it create anxiety, but put you in a position where now you can take control of your finances. As I said, step by step, point by point. That's the best way to do it. So let's go from worrying to winning, from shaking to standing firm. Because this episode is all about cultivating one thing, and one thing most importantly, and that is financial fortitude. Financial fortitude, the strength that remains when everything around you feels unstable. The mindset that carries you through the seasons of change. And the confidence that allow you to say something like, no matter what happens, no matter what's going on around me, I will not crumble. I will not fall. You'll be able to say that as you work towards your financial fortitude. Let's get into it. Let's go. Let's start with our breathing practice, everybody. Let's breathe in peace. And let's exhale and release. Let's get centered. Let's begin. The first thing is the foundation. What is financial fortitude? Exactly, what is it? Financial fortitude is not about being rich or financially sound at all times. It's about it's not about having all your financials figured out, because it's a process. It's not even about having a perfect financial plan. Financial fortitude is emotional, spiritual, and mental stabilizing. It's a mental stabilization in a financial form. And it's a mental stabilization in a financial form within a storm. It's being sound regardless of what's going on around you. Financial fortitude, it is the ability to respond with clarity instead of panic. To think long term in a short term world. To trust yourself when the world feels unpredictable. Let's think about it this way. Picture a tree with strong roots, deep foundation. A storm may come and bend it, but it will not break. That small example, that's what financial fortitude is. It's the rootedness of your financial identity. Let's continue to get into it. So my fraternal souls and brethren, your financial identity is bigger than your bank account. It's bigger than what you have in your pocket. It is in fact discipline, decision making, direction, daily habits, and a desire for generational change. You can't control the economy. You can control your response. You can control your preparation. You can control your habits. You can control how do you show up for yourself and your future self. Financial fortitude say things like, I refuse to be afraid of finances. I refuse to allow myself to mismanage money. I want to be the master of my money as opposed to being mastered by my money. How many people we know is doing everything they can to chase money and still can't figure it out, still can't get enough, still can't get it in order? Because it starts with mindset, then it goes to practice, then it goes to habits, behavior, consistency, accountability. All of those things a lot of people miss. They miss the very important foundational things that is going to put you in a position to have financial fortitude. So instead, you want to say and think, I will partner with my money. I will be a steward over my money, and I will multiply my finances. Uncertain times don't have to break you. They can build you up and actually build you up even better if you allow it and if you do the work. Here are 4 pillars of financial fortitude. We're going to walk through the 4 pillars that strengthen your financial resilience. And that's what's important. These are not theories. These are not things that we're just talking about. These are tried and true things. These are practical and spiritual and emotional anchors. They're not just case studies. Pillar number 1, stabilize your mindset. Before the money can change, your mind must change. Financial fears is one of the most paralyzing fears we can carry. It tells you something like, you're behind. You'll never catch up. It's too late. You might as well give up. But the truth is, you can rebuild your financial story at any time, any age, any stage, in any situation, if you do the work. A stabilized mindset includes clarity over confusion, direction over distraction, grace over guilt, and focus instead of fear. So let's start with this mindset, and let's start with the habits. Let's start with the affirmation. Say this with me out loud or in your mind, quietly, subconsciously. I am building a new relationship with money, with my finances. One rooted in confidence and wisdom. When you stabilize your mindset, uncertainty loses its power and control over you. Now you have the control. Pillar number 2. The cash flow command center is what we want to start building for ourselves. Financial fortitude requires awareness. No assumptions, not guessing. I guess I'll be able to pay my things this month. No. No guessing. Not hoping everything works out. You can't live on that. You can't rely on that. Not hoping that everything is going to fall into place, but simply put, awareness. That means knowing what's coming in, knowing what's going out, knowing what's leaking, knowing what's growing. You got to know where you're at. You got to know your finances like the back of your hand. This is your cash flow command center, what we want to call your cockpit, your control tower, where you're going to start and where you're going to be to take control of your finances. So ask yourself these things. You got to write these things down because these are things that you got to ask yourself consistently, not once in a while, not every time finance is an issue, but you're going to have to do this weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, periodically, and this is how you're going to work on getting that control. Where is my money going? What subscriptions no longer serve me? I know we probably have plenty subscriptions we're paying for, probably don't even know what they all are now, and we're not using them. Get rid of them. What spending habits are emotional? Because the emotional ones are what throw us off balance. oftentimes? What purchases are impulsive? What convenience is costing me? This is a beautiful thing. This right here is really a place where you could save a ton of money. What convenience is costing me? It's more convenient to eat out this week than cook. Yes, that might be more convenient, but far more costly. It's more convenient to call an Uber than to walk a couple of blocks. Yes, it's convenient, but far more costly. You see where I'm going with this? We're doing all the time, we're doing things that are convenient, but they're costing us. That's where you can shave some expenses and start to really save some money. You can't build fortitude around what you refuse to look at. If you don't look at your finances and you're not ready to be honest with yourself, it's going to be very difficult to get it in order. So here's the truth about that. Clarity cures chaos. It always does. Once you see the patterns, once you see your patterns, now you can correct them. And now you can, what we say, write your course. Let's get to work. Pillar number 3. Building your financial go bag. I hope everyone had an opportunity to see my financial go bag session. I have some exciting things under the financial go bag umbrella coming up. But if you didn't, go to my YouTube channel, D.E. Wilder 1, and please see that session. It was fantastic. Financial go bag, what is that, one may ask? Just like an emergency go bag for life, you need a financial go bag as well. A safety net that gives you breathing room and the options to weather the storm, so to speak. This includes a small emergency fund for when things happen. And you can start anywhere. You can start as small as $500. $500 is a powerful start, or less. But you got to start somewhere, okay? If you can't start at $500, let's start at $50. But you got to start somewhere, putting that money away and letting it build so you'll be ready. A protected saving space where you can put money away and not touch it, and if, in some case, not even think about it. Automatic transfers is always a convenient. So now you're not consciously trying to figure out, should I do this? When should I do this? Did I do that? When it's just automatic. Sometimes when it's automatic, you don't even notice it. You don't even miss it. That's a good way. A list of financial priorities. Let's write things down. See, I got my pen in my hand. Let's write it down. Let's put things in order. You know, you got to write down your plan. And a plan for crisis moment. Planning for a crisis moment is not an anticipation or a desire for crisis. It's preparation. Because the question is not, will crisis happen? The fact of the matter is, every once in a while, every so often, it's inevitable. And the onus is on you to be prepared. So the gold bag is not about wealth. It's simply about preparedness. Excuse me. Preparedness removes panic. Preparedness creates peace. Preparedness gives you power. Number 4. Skills, strategies, and streams. What do we mean? In uncertain times, the strongest financial strategy is this. Very simple. Increase your value. Your skills are your seeds. Your knowledge is your currency. Your experience is your leverage. So ask yourself, what skills can I sharpen? What service can I offer? Whether you know or not, we are all business people. We are all business people, whether you know it or not. Everybody have something they can offer. What knowledge can I package? And this is a very important point. For those individuals who might be displaced, might be in between jobs or in between gigs, might be unemployed or underemployed. There's one thing to look at your resume and say, this is my experience and I'm looking for a job. and this experience need to fit a certain description for a job. And if it does, and if I'm a good fit, then I perhaps will be hired for that job. That's one thing. But what knowledge and experience do you naturally have that you can package now and now create income for yourself? Okay? How can you package your service? What knowledge do you have? What streams can I create? Not tomorrow, but today, that I can now make another stream of income. That's going to help you level up. In certain seasons, uncertain seasons, rewards the resourceful. That's a fact. That's a fact. When times get hard and when things become uncertain, you have to now start doing all the different things and pulling out all your skill sets and being agile and flexible and creative. And you'll see, if you start doing those things, you'll start to see a difference. And you, my friend, each and every one of you, I don't care who you are, no respect to person, you are resource rich. There is something in you, something you have, some skill set, some knowledge, some ability that you can now package and turn into a stream of income. However big, however small. It could be a stream of income where you're making $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week, $5,000 a week, or you could be making $10. But you could be making something. You know, you might have a ability to write, or you might have ability to draw, and you can teach some kids on the weekend. $5 per kid. You get a room full of 10, 15, 20 kids. Okay? So start thinking about it, people. Let's get there. Let's get in order. Every setback has taught each and every one of us something. Every job has prepared you for something. Every challenge seeded you and seeded something within you. Now is the time to turn that into something. Now more than ever, we have so many different tools that you can turn it into something. You could turn it into income. You could turn it into influence. You could turn it into impact. If you're not making that $1,000 a week on a side hustle, then again, you can help some kids on the weekend and just make $10. But look at the impact that you might have on someone else's life. Income and value is more than just dollars and cents. So now we want to reduce financial fragility. What is that? Financial fragility is where life taps. It taps you on the shoulder every now and then. It taps you on the shoulder when everything is falling apart. Is no one going to live life, live through this life and not experience that. It's called life tap you on the shoulder, and it happens when you least expect it. And you got to be able to rise and survive it. You want to continue to grow, to build to the financial fortitude, because financial fortitude is when life throw you a brick, you can still stand. So here are 5 ways to reduce fragility, and you can start today. Number 1, stop ignoring your numbers. Okay? Too many people play with their finances. Too many people are wasting money, spending money in ways that they're not even aware of, and not even taking account of every dollar and every cent, and the money's going out. Oftentimes, that's wasteful. That's wasteful. Stop ignoring the numbers. Financial avoidance is the enemy of financial freedom. What you ignore will eventually become a big problem, and that big problem will not only control you, it will consume you. Reduce lifestyle inflation. This is a good one, because people always say things like, I just need a better job. You've heard that before because you probably said it. I just need to make more money. You heard that before because you probably said it. When I become rich, you ever heard that before because you probably said it. But here's the thing that you might not be aware of about lifestyle inflation, meaning the more money you make. If your lifestyle rises with every dollar you earn, you may be spending more money with it. The more money you make, the more money you spend. And if that's the case, you're not growing. You're just expanding. And expansion without intention creates fragility. Gotta have a plan. So build a what we call a buffer space. You have to build that. This is where margins allow for you to have room to breathe. Room to breathe in your schedule, room to breathe in your budget, room to breathe in your decisions. Because rush decisions often times are costly. You make a decision in the moment without planning, without thinking about it. I guarantee you it is not the best decision to make. And you'll find that out sometime down the road. Strengthen your financial relationship. Surround yourself with people who talks about growth, not gossip. People who talk about investing, not impulse buying. About future plans, not about fear and apprehension. Your financial empowerment impacts your financial evolution. So that's a great place to start. Surround yourself with the right people. And if you don't have those people around you, find them. There is plenty of clubs and organization and what do they call, credit institutes and credit bureaus and different things you can get involved in that focus on finance, financial control, and all of these things that are going to help you get in order, and you can learn and grow, and you can learn from each other. Each one teach one. So there is no excuse. You want to be able to protect your peace. Financial chaos creates emotional chaos. Protect the calm that we are working so hard to build in our lives. Say no to comparison. So if you're not where you want to be, do not look over on the other side and see where somebody else is at. That's inconsequential to you. Everybody's individual. Where they're at is where they're at. Where you are is where you are. But that has no bearing on where you're going. Because you can accomplish your goal and you can get where you want to go. And you will. Don't focus on comparing with anyone else. This is your journey. Say no to panic conversations. That won't be helpful. Say no to people. This is an important one. Say no to people who want to spend your money. Oh, let's go on vacation. Let's. Not right now. I didn't plan for that. I have something else I'm doing. Say no to those individuals. Nothing wrong with saying no. Your peace is part of your profit. Remember that. Your peace is part of your profit, part of your growth. Becoming financially unshakable. Ultimately, that's what we all want to be. Fraternal Souls lets me speak to your spirit just for a moment. So let's just throw the financial aspect out the window. And let's speak spirit to spirit. You were not born to be afraid of your finances and or success. You were born to be great. You were not born to live paycheck to paycheck. You were not. You were not born to crumble every time the world shake or throw something at you. You were built to create, to grow, to multiply, to rise, to live in overflow and abundance, and to leave a legacy for your life. Being financially unshakable is not perfection, and it's not about being perfect. It's actually about progression. So it's saying things like, I will show up for my future self today. What you do today affects tomorrow. I will make decisions that honors my tomorrow. Oh, let's go. I will build habits that strengthen my foundation. And when certainty comes, and trust me, it will, uncertainty, you will not break. You may bend a little bit. We all bend. But you will not break. You will bend. You will adjust. But you will not break. Because your fortitude is not built on fear. It is built on wisdom. It is built on discipline. It is built on faith and is built on identity, one that you establish. You are becoming a steward, a strategist, and a source of strength for your life, for your family, for your household, and for your future. That is the essence of fortitude. So, here are some closing remarks, my fraternal soul. Financial storms are temporary, but the wisdom you gain, the strength you develop, the discipline you build, the habits you commit to, those are permanent. That's going to be your foundation. That's going to be your bedrock. Uncertain time reveals what's shaky. They also reveals what's solid and what is going right and what is working well in your life. And today, you just strengthen your foundation if you took the moment in time to hear this message. And let me say this. If no one told you lately, let me be the first to say it. Let me be the first to tell you. And let me be the first to encourage you. Know this and believe this. You are capable. You are resourceful. You are evolving. You are being positioned for increase. And you will thrive even here, even now, because you are building the financial fortitude for your future. Know that, believe that. Thank you for spending this journey with me. I hope something I said was helpful. And if it was helpful, if it was meaningful, don't just keep it to yourself. Share it with someone else who needs to hear this. Thank you for investing in yourself, into your future. Thank you for choosing growth over fear. This is Financial Fitness Friday with D.E. Wilder. I hope to bring this to you every week, and I hope that it's going to be something that's going to be powerful, impactful, and helpful to someone. So until next time, stay grounded, stay focused, stay rising. Peace and blessings.